The talking, nagging, lucha watching, puro viewing, indie supporting, drinking, cursing, son of a gun of a podcast. Join former pro wrestler and promoter Dave Dynasty and co-host Ike Isaacs as they talk wrestling and interview those within the business, bringing positivity back to pro wrestling. This is the Dave Dynasty Show.
Greetings and welcome to the Dave Dynasty Show. I am your host, nostalgic Dave Dynasty. And I just want to take a few minutes. This is going to be a little short, I don't know, quote-unquote podcast. Not even really an episode of the podcast per se, but it's just a little state of the dynasty for you guys. I know it's been a long time, really, over a month, since you had new programming from us. And I know there might be some of you wondering, why? What's going on? Is the Dave Dynasty Show done? Is it disappearing? What's happening out there, Dave? Well, let me put all your fears to rest. No, the Dave Dynasty Show is not disappearing. It is not gone. Simply what this is it's a little bit of Dave Dynasty being in a funk. And it's for multiple reasons. There's with everything going in the world. And I don't like to talk about a lot of this on the show, but there's a lot of political unrest and with the pandemic and all the kinds of things that are going out there in the world. And it just how it boggles my mind. Some people's views on these things and how naive and ridiculous and ignorant they are. And I just feel sometimes like me getting on here and rambling on about wrestling and talking to guys, it seems so minuscule by comparison, right? There's real world problems happening out there. And it hurts. It's hard, not hurts. It's hard for me to get motivated to get on here and do this sometime when I feel like, oh man, there's just more important things happening. That, I shouldn't be doing this. That is going to change because some of you have expressed how you like it as an escape from that, right? As a take your mind off of it kind of thing. And I can respect that. I really can. So the show is still here. Never was any plans of it going anywhere. It's just a kind of on a little hiatus here. It will be coming back. We have lots of great things planned. Some great episodes coming up. Lots of people to talk to and interview and tell stories with. As you may know, on Facebook and Twitter, we did announce once a month, one of our episodes will be the Ring-a-Dong. Excuse me, let me try that again. I'm no Ed Whalen, am I? It will be once a month, the Ring-a-Ding-Dong Dandy Stampede Wrestling Podcast. I will be doing that with my buddy Moose Jaw Mahler. And we're going to talk about Stampede Wrestling, right? And it's not going to be your typical, let's watch through an episode of the show and review and tell you everything that could happen. No, it's going to be more of a historical dive, right? We're going to talk about wrestlers that competed in Stampede. We're going to interview some of them, and we're going to talk about important things that happened and important events. And it's going to be a historical look at Stampede Wrestling. And we're hoping to get that first episode out to you sometime in September. And you will have the Dave Dynasty Show back with its regular programming. Lots of nostalgic, retro flashback looks at good pro wrestling. And we will be talking to lots of wonderful guests. And that's another thing that always bums me out is just, man, the state of wrestling in general. I mean, with all the scum that's out there in the current scene who are just, and I understand there's always been this element, but it's like some of these people and the things they're doing and then the quality of the current product. And it's, at times it gets semi-depressing, right? To even think about professional wrestling because it is so far removed from what I loved as a kid. And but that's okay because that wrestling's still out there. It is still documented, and we can still watch it, can we not? So we will continue to talk about that. So no fears, the Dave Dynasty Show is not going anywhere. We are coming back full force in the month of September with all your regularly scheduling program and the new Stampede Wrestling podcast, and who knows what else. I've got another few other ideas cooking around, and who knows what I'm going to go at. So don't worry about it, and wherever you do, man, I'm telling you, you can tell I'm out of practice, right? You can tell it's been over a month since I've done this. Wherever you go and whatever you do, be good, be safe, and keep on growing.